What happens when the greatest player of all time meets the future of basketball on the biggest stage? In the 1998 NBA All-Star Game, Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant gave fans a glimpse into basketball's past, present, and future. A duel so iconic it's still talked about today. This wasn't just a game. It was a clash of generations, a master versus the apprentice. And in the end, it became a night that would define their legacies forever. It's February 8th, 1998, Madison Square Garden. The air is electric. This isn't just any all-star game, it's Michael Jordan's stage, a place he called the Mecca of basketball. Fans from all over the globe packed the iconic arena, knowing they might be witnessing Jordan's final all-star appearance. But amidst the cheers for MJ, there was a new name buzzing: Kobe Bryant. At just 19 years old, Kobe was the youngest all-star starter in history. And he wasn't there to just play along. He wanted to challenge the king. From the moment the ball tipped, Kobe was fearless. He had something to prove, and he knew this game was his chance to go toe-to-toe with his idol, Michael Jordan. But Jordan? He was ready. The veteran wasn't about to let a kid outshine him on his court, on his night. For Kobe, this wasn't just about being an all-star. It was about earning respect. Think about it. You're a teenager surrounded by the biggest names in basketball. Shaq, Karl Malone, Tim Duncan. They're all there. And then there's Michael Jordan, the man whose poster you grew up staring at on your bedroom wall. The weight of the moment could have crushed anyone. But Kobe? He thrived on pressure. On the other side, Jordan wasn't just playing a game. He was defending his legacy. The whispers had already started. Is Kobe the next Jordan? For MJ, this was personal. It wasn't just about winning. It was about reminding everyone that he was still the gold standard. The game begins, and within minutes, Jordan sets the tone. A quick head fake, a smooth jumper over Garnett. It's vintage MJ.
Story.
Here is Michael. The head fake on Garnett. Over him into the lane with the game's first two.
He's calm, calculating, and every move screams experience. But Kobe isn't intimidated. He counters with a reverse slam that has the crowd on its feet.
Inbound pass, and his shot rattles out. Here comes Bryant ahead of the field, reverse slam.
See, that was an ooh and an ah and a clap. See, that's what I'm talking about. In an all-star game, you want to do things that you normally wouldn't do.
The message is clear. He's here to compete. As the first half progresses, the matchup heats up. Jordan, with his razor-sharp footwork, spins into the lane for an elegant up-and-under shot. Moments later, Kobe pulls off a dribble move so creative that commentators can't even describe it.
Celebration last year, Kobe told us, he said that he learned from Earl Monroe and Tiny Archibald.
I've never seen that before, one says. This wasn't just a game. It was artistry. And yet, there was a difference. Jordan played with a level of control that only years of dominance could bring. He knew when to attack, when to pass, when to toy with defenders. Kobe, on the other hand, was raw energy, a whirlwind of athleticism and ambition. He wanted to prove he could outdo the master, but Jordan had seen it all before. Let's take a step back for a moment. Imagine being in Kobe's shoes. You're 19, playing against your childhood hero, and the world is watching. Every move, every shot, every mistake, it's all magnified. And yet, Kobe doesn't back down. That kind of confidence is rare, almost otherworldly. It's the kind of mindset that separates good players from legends. Now think about Jordan. He's 35, at the tail end of his career. His knees ache, his body doesn't recover like it used to, but his mind? It's as sharp as ever. He knows this could be one of his last chances to perform on this stage, and he's not about to let anyone steal the spotlight. Midway through the second quarter, Jordan gives the crowd what they came for. He catches the ball at the elbow, pivots, and nails a fadeaway jumper over Bryant.
How much did you listen to your all-star coaches, Isaiah?
Well, I listen to him all the time because I was young and afraid like Kobe Bryant.
Count it, plus the foul for Jordan, who now has 8 and a chance for 9.
It's poetry in motion. The crowd erupts. Even Kobe can't help but smile. He knows he just witnessed greatness. But Jordan isn't done. He follows up with a defensive play, intercepting a pass, racing down the court, and finishing with a two-handed dunk. It's a statement. This is still my game. Kobe, though, doesn't shrink under the pressure. He comes back with a three-pointer, a mid-air spin move, and even a behind-the-back layup that leaves commentators speechless. The kid is fearless. He's not just competing, he's putting on a show. But there's a moment that perfectly captures the difference between the two players. Late in the first half, Jordan isolates against Kobe. The crowd holds its breath. MJ sizes him up, takes a couple of dribbles, and nails another jumper. Kobe nods as if to say, "I see you." It's not just a basketball play, it's a conversation. Jordan is saying, "You're good, kid, but you've got a lot to learn." And Kobe, with his relentless drive, is replying, "Watch me." As halftime approaches, the game takes on a new energy. Players, coaches, and fans alike are caught up in the spectacle. This isn't just an all-star game anymore, it's a passing of the torch, a symbolic moment that will be talked about for decades. Jordan finishes the half with 15 points, showcasing the skill and poise that made him the GOAT. Kobe, meanwhile, racks up 13 points, flashing the brilliance that will one day make him a legend. The stage is set for an unforgettable second half. What happens next solidifies this game as one of the greatest showdowns in NBA history. The second half begins, and the energy in Madison Square Garden is palpable. Fans are on the edge of their seats, players are fully engaged, and the spotlight remains firmly on the duel between Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. This wasn't just basketball, it was theater. From the opening possession, Jordan makes his intentions clear. He drives to the basket, drawing a foul from Shaquille O'Neal. Even against a towering presence like Shaq, Jordan's ability to maneuver in traffic is unparalleled. He steps to the free throw line and calmly sinks both shots.
Larry Bird is the coach, and I asked Michael what his favorite memory of Larry Bird was. And he went back to the 63-point game at the 86 playoffs. Eyes lit up, and he said, I got a little one down here.
His focus is laser sharp. Meanwhile, Kobe is still hungry. He picks up a pass from Gary Payton, fakes a defender, and nails a pull-up jumper from the elbow. The crowd roars. It's a back-and-forth battle, and neither player is giving an inch. But then comes the moment everyone remembers. A sequence so iconic it feels like it was scripted. Jordan isolates on the right wing. Kobe squares up, ready to defend. The arena falls silent. You can feel the tension. Jordan takes a couple of deliberate dribbles, pulls up for a fadeaway, and sinks it with ease.
How much did you listen to your all-star coaches, Isaiah?
Well, I listen to him all the time because I was young and afraid like Kobe Bryant.
Count it, plus the foul for Jordan, who now has 8 and a chance for 9.
But Michael told him, bring your A game. And if you don't bring your A game...
Kobe's defense is good, but Jordan's shot is better. The camera pans to Kobe, and you can see it in his eyes. Respect, admiration, and a burning desire to reach that level. Moments like this aren't just about scoring, they're about legacy. But Kobe isn't one to back down. Minutes later, he finds himself on a fast break. With defenders closing in, he goes for a one-handed dunk that leaves everyone in awe. It's a statement play, one that says, "I'm not just here to watch, I belong." Jordan, of course, responds. He grabs the ball at the top of the key, fakes one way, spins the other, and finishes with a smooth floater. It's a masterclass in footwork and finesse. The older generation versus the new. It's a battle as much about style as it is about skill. As the game progresses, the differences between the two players become even more apparent. Jordan's game is polished, efficient. Every move has a purpose. He knows when to conserve energy, when to attack, and how to control the pace. Kobe, on the other hand, is pure fire. He's relentless, chasing every loose ball, taking every opportunity to shine. The commentators notice it too. Kobe's creativity is off the charts, one says. But Jordan's understanding of the game, that's what sets him apart. It's the perfect summary of their dynamic, raw talent versus refined excellence. By the fourth quarter, the crowd is fully invested. Every time Jordan touches the ball, there's a buzz of anticipation. Every time Kobe makes a move, there are gasps and cheers. It's not just a game, it's a spectacle, a celebration of basketball's past, present, and future. And then, with just minutes left, comes another unforgettable play. Kobe drives to the basket, goes for a reverse layup, and is met mid-air by Jordan. The two collide, and the ball ricochets off the rim. Jordan recovers it, sprints down the court, and finishes with a one-handed dunk that brings the house down. It's a moment that says, "Not yet, kid, not today." As the final buzzer sounds, the East walks away with the win. But the real story is the battle between Jordan and Kobe. Jordan finishes with a triple-double, a feat that cements his performance as one of the greatest in All-Star history. Kobe, meanwhile, racks up 18 points and leaves fans talking about his potential. After the game, the two share a moment. Cameras capture Jordan putting his arm around Kobe, smiling as they exchange words. It's a symbolic passing of the torch, a gesture that says, "Your time is coming." In interviews, Jordan downplays the rivalry. "It wasn't about me and Kobe," he says. "It was about putting on a show for the fans." But Kobe tells a different story. "I learned so much from him tonight," he admits. "There are things he does that you can't teach. I just hope I can get to that level one day." Looking back, this game was more than just a matchup between two players. It was a defining moment in basketball history. For Jordan, it was a chance to remind the world why he was the GOAT. For Kobe, it was the beginning of a journey that would see him become one of the game's greatest. The 1998 NBA All-Star Game isn't just remembered for the final score. It's remembered for the story it told, the emotions it evoked, and the legacy it left behind. And at the heart of it all were two players, one at the height of his powers, the other just beginning to realize his potential.